Hey, what's up guys? I'm back again today and we're going to be covering a new topic, and that is Power BI. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can get your Excel data into Power BI really short and simple. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and then let's just dive straight into it because I want to make this video short and simple. So we've got our data here. You can make sure that your data, you got to make sure that your data is formatted where the first row will just contain your headers, and then make sure that it's formatted in a very clean, distinct way. So for example, we've got our dates on here, we've got our revenue, we've got our expenses here. And then let's go ahead and create like a profit thing here. So let's just do that. Just real quick. Okay, so we've got our profit there as well. When you're importing into Power BI, you can leave these as formulas. That is no problem at all. You just need to make sure that the data is clean. You can't just have any random things lying around here, or it's going to error out. So that's what you want to make sure first. So let's go ahead and save that. Make sure you have the location of the file that is in there. So I already know where the location is, and this file isn't being uploaded, but that doesn't matter. So let's just go ahead and open Power BI. And then, so once you're in Power BI here, the first thing you want to do is just press import data from Excel, or you can just press this little get data module right here, and then you can select an Excel workbook. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our random data right here that we have. This file is in use, so I'm just going to go ahead and close out of it. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to click into it so that we can import that data into Power BI. So what it's going to do is going to start establishing a connection to it, and then what we have to do is we just select it right here, that once it's done, and then we just press load. Very simple, very straightforward. And if you guys run into any errors, just let me know in the comments and I will see if I can help. So once we're loading the data, so what we do after we load is we enter the Power Query, which basically is the module that allows us to edit the query. So for example, it allows us to tell Power BI, oh, the first row has headers and it's the name of the column, right? It allows us to tell this column is a date field, and this column is, say, like a currency field, for example, right? So it should be taking us into Power Query. Oh, I guess it doesn't take you into Power Query. Oh, wow. It used to take us into Power Query. So if it brings you into Power Query, I'll show you that. It might just bring you straight into here, which is totally fine too. But if it does bring you to Power Query, just press those little three dots right here, and then press Edit Query. And then I'll bring you to this Power Query editor where you can specify if a thing is a date, for example. So you'll be at the source, you navigation, which see how the first row is still columns headers, but it doesn't know that. So we do the promoted headers right here, which basically you just select all these, and then you select the promote headers button, which use first row as headers, is right there. So you just click that, and then it adds this step right here. So you see that that first row moved up to the header. And then the change type, I guess it automatically detected it this time. You just select a column, and then you change the date type right here to like a date. And then let's just change these two to a fixed decimal number. That's the one I like to use, and you can just replace the current too. So now it knows that these are kind of like money numbers, and this is a date field. And then that can be split out right there. So once that is done, make sure you press close and apply. Don't just click this X button. It might glitch out. You've got to press close and apply. There's a little bug in there, and then it'll just load that up. And at this point, you can just start, querying your data. We've got, let's say, like a line chart right here. Just select the line chart visual and then start adding your data. We've got our date on the x-axis here, and then we just have our revenue. If we click that, and it'll just have that revenue, and then we also have our expenses. So here we have our revenue by year. It's Power BI is smart enough to know that if this is a date, it can group all the yearly revenue into one thing. So you can see that's 165 to 89. If we pull up Excel, if we pull up our random data Excel, so you see 165 to 89 for 2021. So if we go to 2021, our revenue is right there, 165, 289. So Power BI is smart enough to do that. But let's say you did want to do it by month, then you can just go ahead and deselect this year right here, just exit out, and now it actually does it by quarter, right? And by the way, this is a bit confusing because this is quarter like total, like 2021, 2022, all the quarters together, right? We don't want that. We don't want it by month. Okay, and you can see this data is a little bit weird too, because remember, it's aggregating all the years together too. If you don't want to aggregate the years, go ahead and press this little drop down right here and just press date instead of date hierarchy. And then you can see that our revenue is now going by the actual date, and it's in a very smooth line because this thing grows really smoothly. And now you can easily just change your visuals to however you want in Power BI. It's really nice. It's really easy. Yep. And that is pretty much it, guys. You can also add the profit, for example. You can do anything with it. But yeah, that's basically a really easy tutorial on how to load Excel data into Power BI. First, you clean it, you transform it, and then you can play with it. So let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys. Bye.